Look at that dang thing. You look at a drone like that and you wonder, how in the hell does that thing keep its balance? Well, this is hydrogen powered, correct? Yep. And this drone, we're still at Interdrone 2018, by the way. And this drone is made by that company right there, and it's called Demunseed. And this gentleman right here, let me get it. Wait, come here. I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. Jummy? Yeah, there you go. Jim Bowers. How you doing? Yeah, so tell me about this thing. It doesn't run on battery. It doesn't run on gas. It runs on a hydrogen fuel cell. And so essentially it's running on air, you know, because hydrogen is basically, they're just, what does it cost to operate a hydrogen powered? What's the expense? Where do they get the hydrogen from in order to power it?
Hydrogen is originally electrolysis of the water.
Right. Oh, you know what? I had it wrong. It's not air, it's water, right? So the fuel cell itself, is it just basically purified water? Oh, and then it turns that
hydrogen gas,
right.
And oxygen from air.
Ah, got it. So it mixes the hydrogen gas with the air to create the fuel, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Electrochemical reaction.
Right. And so this must have some hellacious accelerometers, gyroscopes, because to keep that thing balanced, as top heavy as it looks, is it stable? Is it really stable in the air? And what is its primary purpose? I mean, besides, how long will it fly, let's say?
The primary purpose is to enable the long flight time. So for these kinds of the fuel cell powered drone.
Yeah. And now, I know what long flight time is. And when Unique comes along and says, "Oh yeah, we're getting," I'll give a rat's ass about 28 minutes. What is long flight time? How long can you keep that in the air on one cell, one charge? How long will it fly? 2 hours? Really? So you can keep that baby in the air for 2 hours. And you said primarily it's being used for what? Surveillance? Or?
No matter what kinds of
different applications.
Yeah.
What kind of payload is it ready to accept? I mean, infrared and thermal, or high resolution cinematography, or it's a pretty impressive drone. What's that sticking out the front there? Is that a FPV?
Oh no, the vessel cylinder.
Oh, that's the hydrogen cell.
Cylinder.
Oh.
Hydrogen compress the cylinder. And you can put down the camera.
Oh, I see. And so you would just basically take an X5 camera, infrared camera, or whatever, and adapt it to this one, huh? Oh, okay. And will this? What's the range on it? I mean, can you take this out 3 or 4 miles, or is it a limited? Yeah.
You can fly 8 to 10 meters per second. So you can calculate the distance for flight time in 2 hours.
And it'll go. So what you're saying is, if you can do 40 miles an hour with it, you can fly 40 miles an hour out for 1 hour and fly 40 miles an hour back for 1 hour.
Yes.
All depending on your flight time, load, wind conditions, all that, altitude.
Depends on the wind condition.
Yeah.
So you can fly the 1 hour and then go
So what signal is it using? I mean, 5.8 gigahertz or 2.4, or what's the radio signal operating off of? I got him now.
I mean, he's an expert.
No, that's okay. That's okay. You're the expert.
I expert in the pure cell.
Oh, okay.
He's just the guy.
I wonder if there's any downside except for
Bears. With a hydrogen fuel cell, I have no idea. I mean, you know, I've been around drones for what, 7 to 8 years now, and I see the progression of them. Every year I come to Interdrone, and there's always something that I just look at
that just blows my mind. You know, like this thing, you look at it and the weight of that thing on top, you gotta wonder how the hell it stays stable in the air. But with the new technology and accelerometers and barometers and sensors and optical flow and thermal imaging and all that crap, all combined working together on these new chipsets. So they're processing the information so billions of calculations per second. That's the only reason that these things are able to, all of this stuff can work at speeds that are unbelievable. By the way, we're going there on Friday. There's the Hoover Dam right there, baby. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna like do something that somebody might get. They're showing all these places I've flown at with drones. Instead of that solar farm, that's
the panels.
Yeah, they're the biggest solar farm in the world. It's right outside of Vegas on the California border. It's called not Tonopah. Oh, I can't remember. One of you guys comment. There's a video that I've got. Just look back. The largest solar field in the world. Hey, can you tell me? I got one question for you because he said that you're the expert, and what radio frequency is it using for operation?
Wait a minute, I'm not an R&D guy. So
We're getting handed off there again. Are you the R&D guy?
yeah,
Hi, I'm Jim. Yeah, so they've been able to tell me all about the the range and the hydrogen and power and all that and the duration. But what radio signal is it operating on? What is the between the operator and the drone itself? What does it use? Oh. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Similar to industrial drones. So is it using 2.4 or 5.8 gigahertz for transmission?
Yeah, that would be used and from another customer, another industry.
Yeah.
We can solve that.
You can what?
We can solve with that frequency.
Oh. So what you're saying, you could tailor it to the customer's needs and lock them into a certain frequency on their radio. So I mean, what's the range? Depending on the customer's needs, is it an unlimited range depending on your power, available power? Could I fly this 10 miles if I have enough hydrogen? Will it go 10 miles? Or would I lose signal?
It's possible with some available device. I mean, some another kind of
Like a what?
LTE model.
Oh, so and I have a friend of mine, Bill Pietro. You guys, he's like freaking smart on all this stuff. But they're working now by transmitting your radio signal via the cellular network and using that LTG 4 or 5, I guess. Yeah, 4. You can. The latency is so little that you could operate a drone with it.
Less than 25 seconds.
Yeah, and then your range is only limited by the cellular network, right? As long as your drone is within a cell tower,
you could keep flying. Yeah, from state to state to state if you had enough hydrogen. Now, I got one more question for this guy. This guy seems like he really knows his shit. Do you think that they will come up with a Doosan that generates its own hydrogen for it to use so that you don't run out? You see what I'm saying? I mean, why couldn't you?
I think they have the limit of the tank.
Of what?
Tank. Capacity of tank.
Of the cans? Of the tank itself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it depends for fly for 2 hours.
Yeah.
After you don't use it, when the tank's empty, you have to change the full one. Swap it.
Right. But send all the way across the United States, and all you need to do is drop down to a lake somewhere, pick up some water, and then just keep on going. Do you think that that's possible?
See, he's with me. He's with me.
Yeah. You know, you just use Lake Tahoe as a gas station.
물에서도 네, 그러니까는 말하듯이 강에서 진짜 물 떠가지고 그걸 바다에서 쓰거나 이런 것도 가능하냐 나도.
Yeah, one of the best hydrogen gas is the electrolysis.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so from the water to the hydrogen gas.
Right.
And, the other one is
Did you catch that? One of the processes to go from water, they use electrolysis to convert it to hydrogen. Okay, you keep it up?
Right? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. I guess they just have to overcome things like impurity and the quality and all those sorts of issues. So it's going to have some kind of a...
First one to fly from... You know, when they see me flying over Niagara Sirens, I can just take off and land somewhere near Golden Gate Park where they throw the cuffs on me. All right, you guys.
Right.
Thanks.
I appreciate it. What's your website if somebody wants to look at this a little?
It's DoosanMobility.com.
DoosanMobility.com.
Mobility.com.
You guys check it out. Have a good evening. Don't forget, kiss that bloody ass wife for me. And there's Michelle.
There's Tim.
There's Don. I think
that's Don over there.
All right, you guys. We'll see you later. Bye.